elementary school.
Elementary school?
Said it.
There's a UFC fighter. His last name is Feely, and that's what he goes by, Touchy Feely. Yeah. Sometimes cops act like they're in elementary school too. I've seen that a lot.
Good point.
Yeah, true.
And then how many guys do you hear about that do something inappropriate, or they get mad and they use the curse word? Right? How often does that happen?
You mean law enforcement officer or the people?
How many people get in the news, or you hear about a cop that got upset and yelled at somebody? Or,
you mean being discourteous? The word that actually gets cops in trouble when you put it on the complaint?
It's a little bit of trouble, right? But how many times do you hear about that?
I mean, a lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
Like how many times? What's a lot to you?
Every single day, a new video.
Every single day, new video from the whole nation.
Entire nation.
Right? So it's probably, what percentage of interactions do you think turn out with a negative turnout that you hear about? What do you think the percentage is? It's going to be extremely low. Extremely low. I probably contacted 50 people today, including.
You take anyone to jail today?
No.
No?
No.
Those are good statistics.
Not really. Maybe I missed a crime.
Well, I mean, yeah, for law enforcement, it's not good statistics, but at the same time, yeah. All right.
Why do you think I take somebody to jail for?
Can I ask you a question now?
Sure, go ahead.
All right. I'm just
saying, because you're saying all these things.
Right.
But it doesn't seem like they're very well thought through.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back. This is the place where we look at the facts and hold people accountable for their actions. Today, we are taking a close look at a recent event that shows a pretty big gap between some law enforcement officers and the very laws they are supposed to protect. It all begins as a normal, friendly chat about public service, the good work many officers do, and community pride. However, things take an unexpected turn very quickly. The moment someone asks a basic question about our constitutional rights, the officer completely locks up. The foundational principles he promised to stand by seem to completely slip his mind. It is incredibly eye-opening to watch. Make sure to stick around, because this situation gives us an incredible look at how having real knowledge can completely change the dynamic when dealing with authority figures. It reminds us that knowing our rights is our best tool.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough, right? I ask every law enforcement officer this one question, and I'm finding a pattern here. There are 5 fundamental freedoms within the First Amendment. This is not an opinion. It's part of your job to know this. What are they?
This is a loaded question.
No. It's so simple, bro.
Which ones? Tell me which ones.
The 5 fundamental freedoms of the First Amendment. What are they?
What are they? I don't know. Just tell me. You tell me.
Bro, that's part of your job. You swore an oath to that.
Bro, I told you it's a loaded question.
You see what I'm saying? It's not a loaded question.
Of course it is. What's up, sir? How are you?
I just awesome.
I know. I'm just trying to talk to the guy. He's trying to load me up. How've you been?
It's a legitimate question because this is actually part of your job, bro. You're supposed to know this because you actually swore an oath to this. You swore an oath to this.
I know you don't like me just because I wear this uniform.
That's not true, bro. That's not true. That's not true.
So why would you ask me a loaded question that you think I would get wrong?
That is part of your job.
Why would you ask me the question?
That's part of your job.
Why would you ask me the question?
So, how I see you got 2 French fries, right? So,
that's a nice way to put it.
Yeah,
it's respectful.
No, that's not true. That's not true because a law enforcement officer is one that taught me that.
Yeah.
Bro, don't get a negative thought about me, bro. Like, don't. I have not.
You made fun of my name.
Feely, touchy feely.
Yeah, you made fun of my name.
I wasn't making fun.
It was disrespectful and rude. Why would you do that? You think I'd be happy about that?
I think there's a fighter with the last name Feely. His nickname is Touchy Feely. I didn't mean it as disrespect, man.
As the conversation continues, the citizen brings up a question that really every American should think about. He asks the officer to name the 5 core protections guaranteed to us by the First Amendment. Instead of answering, the officer tries to brush it off with a laugh and claims it is a trick question. But honestly, it isn't a trick at all. It is the absolute core of what he does for a living. It is genuinely concerning when a public official struggles to remember basics like freedom of speech, religion, the press, assembly, and the right to petition the government. You can feel the mood in the room shift as the camera keeps rolling. There is no shouting or anger here, It is simply a moment of real-world education happening right on the spot. It was a perfect chance for the officer to reflect on his role, but instead, he chooses to get defensive, missing a great opportunity to show true leadership.
Yeah, you don't have to get all up in your feelings, bro. These are legitimate questions. Just like the First Amendment was a legitimate question.
You're not hurting my feelings.
And I know this at the top of my head. You're the one that's supposed to know this, right? You're the one that's supposed to know this because you swore an oath to get that job, did you not?
I did.
You did. And this is part of your job. You swore an oath to this. But why do you not know it?
What was the oath I swore?
You swore an oath to protect and defend the Constitution. Did you not?
Did I swear to the 5 First Amendments? Is that what you're saying?
Absolutely you did. You know what the Second Amendment is, right?
No, I don't. Tell me.
You know what it is.
I don't, man. Tell me.
This is kind of sad, bro, because you have your 2 chevrons, right? You have your 2 chevrons, and you don't even know what the First Amendment is. Think about that, though. This is actually part of your job, and you don't know it.
You're assuming that.
It's true. You said you didn't know it. You said.
Yeah, a little bit.
I see you coming off.
Is it my body language that's doing it? Is that what it is?
Your responses. Your attitude.
Yeah.
Just to point that out.
Oh.
Freedom of speech, freedom of press, freedom of religion, freedom of assembly, and freedom to petition your government for a redress of grievances. That means I can bellyache. Even if I'm being rude or whatever, I'm not under policy. You guys, when you guys are rude sometimes, and I gotta say, your body, you're not being rude, like you're not being, how would I say, intimidating.
The citizen refuses to back down, remaining completely composed throughout the interaction. He gently but firmly points out that taking an oath of office is far more than just a formal ceremony or a piece of paperwork. It is a serious promise made to every member of the community. He asks a straightforward question. If you swore an absolute promise to protect these laws, why are they so unfamiliar to you? The silence that follows speaks volumes. What makes this moment stand out is how the citizen manages to stay perfectly polite while still delivering a powerful message. The officer tries to make light of the situation and redirect the conversation, but facts are facts. When the citizen goes ahead and lists all 5 protections perfectly, it shows that knowing the law gives you real confidence. This proves that documenting these interactions and asking hard questions isn't about being disrespectful. It is actually exactly how we keep our constitutional freedoms alive and well.
But you are being defensive, and I don't mean to come off as defensive. No, these are not loaded questions.
We started out meeting each other, you made fun of my name, and then you worked into adding me a loaded question, asking me a loaded question.
That was not a loaded question, man. It's a legitimate question, bro. And you're going to see this later on, and you're going to realize how important it is that question is, bro.
Important to who?
So, when you asked me,
Important to who?
it should be important to you, because this is part of your job, man. You swore an oath to do.
More assumptions.
No, you swore an oath to protect and defend the Constitution.
Have you ever protected somebody's freedom to assembly?
Always, every day.
You do? How'd you do it?
Well, I just remind people that they have these certain rights that, see, I believe that freedom should be the topic on every dinner table in America every single night, right? Right or wrong? Isn't the foundation of this country built on freedom?
Yeah.
Right? So,
you could say that.
right. And so I believe that freedom should be the topic on every single dinner table in America every single night. That means we the people should be talking to our families.
Why don't you just talk to your kids about their day?
Hey, bro, football statistics and baseball statistics are a lot. What's your favorite football team?
I don't follow football.
What's your favorite baseball team, or hockey or NASCAR or whatever?
I don't follow that.
Statistics. We seem to know more about bullshit like.
By this point, the discussion takes on a much deeper meaning. The officer remains on the defensive, but it is clear he realizes this isn't a typical legal debate. It is a conversation about being truly aware of our surroundings. The citizen explains that our liberty isn't just some vague concept in a textbook. It requires our attention every single day. He mentions that these rights ought to be regular topics of conversation at dinner tables across the country, and he makes a fantastic point. Most of us can easily recall sports statistics, Hollywood rumors, or storylines from popular movies, yet we struggle to remember our own constitutional rights. This lack of knowledge isn't accidental. It happens when we stop paying attention. When a community forgets what it is entitled to, it becomes much easier for those in power to take advantage. That is exactly why these types of interactions are so vital. They serve as a wake-up call about what we stand to lose.
Marvel movies, we take our kids to the theaters, Disney, all kinds of shit. We're entertained. But what we're not doing as a people in this country, bro, is learning what our rights are.
You're saying that we all do that. It's not true.
Well, it's not true for me because I know a lot more about the Constitution than you do.
Well, you think you do.
I think I do. You're right. What is the Ninth Amendment? What is the Ninth Amendment? What is the Ninth Amendment? Right here, right now. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm going to teach you the Ninth Amendment. Yeah. No. Asking you these important questions that you swore no to, and you're supposed to know this. What is the Ninth Amendment? What's the Ninth Amendment? But you swore no to this, bro. You swore no to this.
Answer my question. What have you done specifically to defend this?
I'm doing it. You're looking at it. I'm practicing.
Recording me is defending the Constitution.
Is this not my right to do so?
I didn't say that.
Is this not my right to do so?
Nobody said that. I asked you
Is it my right to do so? What's not forbidden is allowed.
You still didn't answer the question.
What's not forbidden? So let me tell you.
You have talking points. You're like a politician trying to get a job.
No, that's not true. Because you know what? You want to hear something crazy? Out of all the cops that I've asked about the First Amendment, only one knew it. You know how he learned it? From my channel. And I don't get paid by the government. As a matter of fact, you get a welfare check, bro. I'm not shaking at all.
The conversation then moves to the Ninth Amendment, which is a part of our Constitution that people often overlook, even though it protects our unspoken liberties. Once again, the officer is caught off guard and cannot explain what it means. Very patiently, the citizen breaks it down, explaining that if the law doesn't specifically forbid something, citizens are completely free to do it. This amendment is wonderful because it protects our personal liberties even if they aren't explicitly written out line by line. It is quite striking to watch a regular citizen explain the law to the person wearing the badge. Even though the atmosphere stays calm and the cameras keep recording, the gap in understanding is undeniable. When the people in charge forget what freedom actually means, everyday citizens have to step up and remind them, using clear facts and quiet confidence rather than anger. Part 6.
Yeah, you do because you work for the system. You get the same.
Did I get a welfare check when I was in the military?
You get a welfare check now. You get a welfare check now.
When I was in the military?
But you're asking me if I get paid from the government, right?
No, I didn't ask you. I never asked you that. I asked you what you did to defend the nation.
Well, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Teaching people that.
Recording me with a cell phone is defending this Constitution.
What's
your example of defending the Constitution?
I just asked.
Yeah, bro, how are you defending the Constitution when you don't even know it?
Okay.
Fair enough, right?
Well, you guys coming at me, so I'm probably gonna stop talking to you now.
No, bro, let me just say this. I've been doing this for a long time, bro, and there's a reason why I got 600,000 supporters, not subscribers, supporters, because, and I gotta tell you, most of the people that follow me are men between 35 to 55 and throughout the entire nation, bro. I got people that follow me in Canada, Australia, the UK.
Canada, eh? 51st state?
Not yet.
Governor Trudeau? That guy?
I don't like to get into politics. Like, in reality, I'll just say this, bro. In reality, if everybody knew not to believe in masters, but to believe in themselves and empower themselves with the understanding of what the Constitution is, bro, it is an empowerment, bro.
That's the thing, though. Our channels are based completely on the opposite side of politics. It has nothing to do with that. It just has to do with the Constitution.
Yeah, man, it's simple. The Constitution. Would you not agree it's a good thing?
As the interaction comes to an end, the main lesson becomes very clear. The officer might have struggled with the basic civics questions, but to his credit, he managed to keep his composure the entire time. In today's world, that alone is a small positive. Still, the final takeaway leaves you thinking deeply. How can anyone properly protect a system that they do not truly understand? Real respect is earned through knowledge and understanding, not just by wearing a uniform. This is exactly why recording these moments and focusing on education is so incredibly important. Every single person who watches, shares, or talks about these videos helps bring us a little closer to a fair society. We must continue to document, continue to ask the tough questions, and continue to learn. If we ever stop understanding our rights, that is the exact moment our freedoms will begin to slip away unnoticed.